This is the first of 4 parts of an online seminar originally delivered in our Summer School for Records Coordinators series in August 2013. We'll start by describing what a records inventory is and why you would conduct one. In the next segment, we'll look at ways to plan your inventory. A records inventory is an important tool in the world of records management. An inventory can help you identify all different types of information being maintained in your organization and help you understand where and how that information is being maintained. We work with several different types of inventories in records management. We'll take a quick look at these first 2, but this seminar really focuses on the third, a record series inventory. At some point, you may find that you need to do an accountability inventory. This is an item-by-item inventory that looks at each individual document, electronic file, photograph, file folder, or box to verify that all of the items in your collection are present. You might scan barcodes, read RFID tags, or visually verify that everything is where it should be. You're most likely to encounter this type of inventory in an environment where you have extremely important documents or files, things like patient files in a hospital, classified documents in a government agency, or certain types of confidential information in a business. The second type of records inventory you may encounter is a document, file, or box level inventory used to help you identify and retrieve records quickly. You might prepare a folder-by-folder or document-by-document listing like this one if you're preparing items to send to an off-site record storage center, or you might create a file index like this if you're preparing files for transfer to an archives. Although it takes time to prepare an index, the time you invest now will save you a lot more time down the road when you need to find an individual file or just see what information you have on a topic. The third type of records inventory is a series and system-based inventory. We'll focus on that type for the remainder of our seminar. A series inventory focuses on identifying the types of records and information systems that support an organization. In the records world, a series is a type or a family of records that we keep together because they document the same business process, they relate to the same topic or activity, or because they have something in common that causes us to want to maintain them together in the same way. An information system is a paper or electronic tool or set of practices that we use to create, capture, store, and work with information. We typically think of these in terms of the information processing systems, databases, enterprise systems, and other tools we use to help us do our work. Take just a moment to visualize the different types of information and information systems that support the work in your organization. Each agency's situation is different, but depending on the work you do, you might have time and attendance records, contracts, audit tracking systems, case files, case management systems, or any number of other types. A series inventory focuses on your organization's information at this level, not on individual files or documents, but on the types of information you have. There are many good reasons to conduct a record series inventory. If you're trying to get a handle on the information your company stores, you need to know what you have, how much you have, who's responsible for the records, and where and how that information is stored. You can't really put good information management structures in place until you know what you have. If you're starting a records and information management program from scratch, you need to start with a clear picture of what you have and how it's being maintained and managed. That's critical background information that will help you plan for and build a records program. If your organization needs to revitalize its program, an inventory can tell you where you stand and can help you identify priorities for action. Once you know what you have, you can begin to set up record-keeping systems and build records management tools like record schedules or file plans. The example on screen now is a simple file plan for an office. It's a listing of the series, the types of information that are used by the office, along with information about where the records are kept and how long the records are to be kept. It's a roadmap to your records that makes it easier for everyone to find and manage the information they need. A records inventory can also help you plan new projects and systems more effectively. If your office decides to digitize all its paper files, you'll want to know how much information you have, how it's arranged, and who needs access to that information before you begin scanning. If you're moving to a new office space, cleaning up your shared drive, or installing new information management software, a records inventory will help you identify what you really have and help you make better, more cost-effective choices for your project. To sum up, A records inventory is like a treasure hunt. It's a fact-finding mission that will gather the information you need to get a clear picture of what information your organization is keeping and how, where, and why it's being kept. It gives you a good place to start as you begin to plan for and implement different aspects of your records management program. When your record series inventory is complete, you'll have a better idea of the types and amounts of information you're storing, and you'll know more about how those records support your organization. In the next part, we'll look at tips for planning your inventory.